Hi everyone, it's Janice from the Indianola Public Library. It's our last craft time this summer, so I thought we'd end with something really yummy. I love chocolate chip cookies, but sometimes it's too hot in the summer to heat up the oven. So what I found was a microwave chocolate chip cookie, which is delicious and it's super duper easy. So I will post the recipe in the post when I put this on Facebook and YouTube. So be aware of that. You know, you just need the regular chocolate chip cookie stuff. So we're going to start with a table and a half of butter, and mine is actually, my butter is pretty hard, so I'm going to nuke it really quick, just a little bit, not very long because you don't want it melted. There we go. You don't want it melted, you just want it softened. So I'm going to put it in for like 9 seconds. Just to get it a little bit, see, it melted just a little bit, but that's okay because I'm just going to squish it around so that that melty part gets all mixed back in. Okay, so you have your table and a half of butter in your mug. And then you're going to need tablespoon and a half. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. With brown sugar, you kind of mush it down into the spoon so that it fills up the whole spoon. And your grown-up probably will know how to do this. So you just mush it in. That's 1. Brown sugar can get kind of hard, but for the most part, you can squish it around. And, whoops, 2. And then you're going to need just a little bit of vanilla. So I just have, a bottle of vanilla extract, and it says it's 1/8 of a teaspoon. I didn't bring my teaspoon measurements, so I'm just going to throw a little bit of that in. And then this one can be just a little bit tricky. You're going to need an egg yolk. You don't want the egg white. So this can be a little tricky, and you might need a grown-up's help. You crack your egg just a little bit, and then you're going to let that white, which is the kind of clear part there, kind of just swoosh out. And you kind of fiddle it around so that you get most of it out. There we go. So you just want the yellow part like that. And we're going to throw that in there too. And then you'll just discard that egg white unless your grown-up wants to use it for something else. And then we're going to just squish that around inside there like that. We're going to get that good and mixed up. The brown sugar can get a little bit chunky. For the most part, that's okay. You don't want any really, really big chunks, but so you can kind of smush them down. I'm just using a fork to mix it all together. You want it mixed pretty well because you don't want, big things of egg or anything in there just floating around in your cookie. So you want it nice and mixed. All right, and then you need 3 tablespoons of flour, and that you want to have it be, you don't want it, here, let me turn this around so that we can see what we're doing, maybe. You don't want it stacked up really tall like that. You don't want it over the top. So just kind of scrape it off a little bit. You can use a knife. You can use your finger if your fingers are clean. Whatever. So 3 tablespoons of that. And I throw just a little bit of salt in there. You don't need very much. I mean, it's just like that. Very, very little. You don't have to use the salt if you don't want to. And then we're just going to mix that together. And it's going to come out like cookie dough. So you want to get that flour good mixed. And I would not suggest eating this cookie dough raw without cooking it because you've got a raw egg in there, so you want to be sure you cook that. All right, so that's mixed up, and then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. There we go. And mix that in. So that you don't have all the chocolate chips in one spot. There we go. Just kind of scrape that off and get it back down with the rest of the cookie so that it's not all hanging out. There we go. That'll do. And then we're just going to throw it in your microwave for 60 to 90 seconds. It doesn't take very long. I would suggest undercooking it just a little bit. The first one that I did, I left in for like 75 seconds, and it was just a little bit dry, but it's going to depend on your microwave. So I wouldn't, if you can change your power on the microwave, bring it down to medium. I don't know how to do that on this one, but it worked fine. So don't even worry about it if you don't know how to do that. So we're going to go, I'm going to put 90 seconds, but I'm going to stop it before that. And you'll hear it kind of bubbling in there a little bit as it cooks. So we'll just wait just about a minute. And we watch, and we watch. And it's going to smell like cookie too as you're baking, which is awesome. It feels like a long time, even though it's not very long. All right, so that was just over a minute for mine. Like I said, you might have to kind of watch it on yours. I know it's hard to see in the microwave, but it comes out looking like a cookie in a mug, and what you can do is put some ice cream on top of that, and you will have cookies and ice cream in your own little mug. I would, before you put your ice cream in, I would let it cool just a little bit. This mug is hot. It's not super hot, but it'd melt your ice cream pretty quickly. So there you go. And when you, oh, there it is. When you dig into it, it comes out like a cookie, and it's so delicious. So make some chocolate chip cookies in the microwave. You don't even need the oven. And thank you guys for watching my crafts. I hope that you had a good time. I had fun making them myself, so I hope that you had fun. And we will see you later. Bye.